Nicole Brice here with Mixed Alternative Magazine, and I've got all the guys from the Illinois-based psychedelic prog metal band Everfelt. And a little backstory, guys. I've been following the musical career of this band since they began. We actually began around the same time, October-ish 2022, August-ish 2022, through
Yeah.
those, couple of months. But this band just keeps getting better and better, and they are growing with these intricate compositions that they keep coming up with. So, today, after we finish this interview, be sure to check out Everfelt's music. It's a psychedelic ride and it's just incredible. So, what is up, guys? Thank you for joining me.
What's
Thank
up,
you.
Nicole? How you doing?
I am doing good. So, let's get into this. So, new music's coming, all right? Your last releases were in 2024, and I've heard the rough mixes of the new stuff, and it's incredible. But to me,
Thank
they're
you.
not even that rough because you guys have this synergy with your music, and I can't describe it. So let's get into it. When is the new stuff dropping? What's the title of the new album? Tell us some more.
All right. So, the title of the new album is "Stirring to Wake." You know that place in between dream and wait and sleeping. You know that you get even the greatest minds of before used to try to actuate that so that they could find out the answers to their inventions. Edison, Franklin, all of them are even Tesla. But that "Stirring to Wake," that's the concept behind it. But then it's going to be a 7-song album, and we are actually getting the first mix from the producer either tomorrow or Tuesday. So we will spend the next week editing, getting ready. Our producer Shelby works really good with us back and forth as far as edits and everything. And so we're anticipating the release to be November 18th, which is my mama's birthday. That's the date we're shooting for, but that will all kind of depend on how long editing takes, but we'll see.
Okay, so are you planning on just releasing digitally? Are there any plans for maybe vinyl later or CDs?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna do the whole thing with the CD. We're doing the
Okay.
insert with the lyrics, with the hard case. We're gonna have those at our shows, and people
Mhm.
can buy them from us if they want. We'll be giving some away, and then we're gonna be working with ElasticStage.com.
Okay.
We're gonna have our vinyls on there. If you want to order a vinyl from us, we'll order from them, and they'll get it to you. And then also we're gonna be obviously releasing on all the streaming platforms
Mhm.
worldwide.
I mean, I wanted to throw in too. So this is how long I've been following these guys. So I have one of the very first ever felt T-shirts that was ever made, and
Yeah.
I'm got that on tonight. So
Thank you so much. That's
just
totally
want to show the love
badass.
there. So what are y'all's plans as far as 2026, as far as touring? Do you just want to play local shows, or are you
No,
looking to branch out and get into some other states?
uh, I
Go
like to
ahead.
do more St. Louis and do bigger venues in
Mhm.
St. Louis. I like to go down to Nashville, but I'd really like to. I'm not sure yet.
Well, I'll tell you for now what we do already have going
Yeah.
for for what well, I don't know how I switch back to. What we the schedule we already have happening, we have 4 shows left this year, and then the first 2 shows for next year are pop shows. At in St. Louis, we're going to be playing the Road to Point Fest on January 23rd. Then we're playing February 13th. There's going to be a Bloody Metal Valentine's showcase for the metal bands in St. Louis, and Pops is a really badass venue for us to play at. It's a
Hell yeah.
bigger place, and we get the opportunity. And then we're going to be playing 420 Fest next year. We're playing Cape Girardeau Festival. We're playing at Sanctuary for the Heron Fest.
Mhm.
So we do have some awesome shows happening next year already, and we're
Damn, you're
definitely
busy
looking for
already.
more. Yeah. We're looking for more. We're trying to fill the Europe, and the idea for us is to get in front of the people.
Yeah.
We care about getting the music out. And honestly, we bring it to the stage every single time. So
Oh,
we're
I've
ready
seen
to
with
do
the
that.
live performances. Oh yeah. 100%.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know, it's crazy too. It's like you can listen to a band recorded, but it doesn't truly capture the essence of what that band projects live, you know?
That's
Because,
true.
Exactly.
honestly, there's some bands who, when you hear them live, they just, it's so overpowering how amazing they are. But then when you hear them recorded, for whatever reason, the recording can't capture that, you
Mm.
know?
I've experienced that before too.
I mean, well, I've seen y'all's performances live. I mean, I can't wait to actually see y'all in person live, but recorded performances, y'all do bring it, man. The
Oh,
intensity
thank you very much.
is
Thank you.
absolutely incredible. So my next question, I guess, would be, so, I've heard all the new songs, obviously, and there's a couple of strong ones in there, and I have my favorites, but do you have any plans to make any music videos? Because, so this is where I'm going with this. So, music videos back in, our day, they really completed the visual. It's like, you would hear the song and maybe have a visual in your head, but you're like, I don't know if
Yeah.
that could be it. But then you see that completed music video and you're like, that brings it all together full circle.
So yes, the answer is yes, we do.
So you do, okay.
We
So do you feel that music videos are as impactful, I guess you could say, as I think they are, as far
most
as
definitely.
driving home a message in a song?
Oh yeah. The ability to visually capture people, that's why that's one of the reasons why with our content online we do so much video work.
Yeah.
Because people really, I mean, when they can see what's happening and not just hear it, and you can give them that full experience. It's like
Mhm.
that's what's so great about movies. Because you're able to give them everything. If you read into the Interview with the Vampire and then go watch the movie, I mean, it's hard to encapsulate everything that's in a written page, but at the same
Right.
time, there is that visual connotation that really gives you the opportunity to perceive, and that's why we've got a whole visual projector show we do behind us now.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen some of the videos from
Oh
Red
yeah,
Flag.
yeah. I love it.
And really we love to do that. So we actually have been talking to Rudwood Creative out of
Mhm.
Kentucky, and then also Kate Pinkston, which did some work out of St. Louis. With Rudwood, we're thinking about doing. I don't know which artist we're going to go with yet, but
Mhm.
either way, we'll talk to both of them about pricing and everything and concept. And I think the first song we're going to do is Silhouette.
Okay.
I think we're going to, I think that one would be the easiest one as far as like what we would try to do visually. You can use a lot of smoke and mirrors
Right.
video wise with it. Silhouette is a song about the shadows of your past trying to hinder who you're becoming today and that kind of concept. So,
Boy, I can
um,
relate to that.
yeah, yeah, and it opens with a storm, and so really, I think that would be a song we could easily translate to visual. That's what we're thinking anyway.
Well, and I wanted to, touch upon that too. Like, all of your lyrics, they're not simple concepts. They're very profound. They're very deep, very deep
Thank you.
concepts. And so, I think that having that visual of the music video will, really bring that to full life and
Yes,
hopefully really drive that message home, in people's subconscious. So,
yes,
that's what
that's
we
what we
need,
really want. Yes, that's the whole point. And what do you think, Corey, about doing videos, man?
Yeah, I
Or
think they
Dave?
would capture the real essence of what we what the songs are about,
Mhm.
what the storyline is in the songs. It'll help them,
Yeah,
just
help them
all the
get the
above,
gist.
really.
Yeah,
Just
because I
everything.
mean,
They have to help us. Could look just everything.
because I think that a band, when you're able to capture them with your sound and your tone, and then also like you're able to bring an original sound, and then the third or fourth time they hear the song, they're actually like listening to the lyrics, and then you hit them again, then they're wowed by
Right.
the song, and so I think that's something we have in spades, like because music just happens to us, and we've gotten really good at allowing it to.
Hmm.
I think that's really what happens. Like when we go to the studio and we do this music, and what you heard those rough mixes really are just like the what we laid down, And so it's
Yeah.
like when I listen back to it, I stopped listening to it because I'm waiting on that mix. I'm sitting
Right.
there editing, and I can't edit yet. Like. But we're so excited because we released the EP, and since releasing the EP, we got over 130,000 streams. At one point, we were over 10,000 monthly listeners
Mhm.
on Spotify and various streaming platforms, and played 47 shows. And now we're about to release our first album, a 7-song album, all new music. And we're excited. We're super excited about it.
You're one of the hardest working bands that I've seen out there, to be quite honest. I mean, you guys are constantly hustling. And so this is my
Thank you.
part of the interview where I like to say, make your pitch so we can get people to this new album, tell them a little bit about it. What's the main message that you want them to take away from it?
So the main message of the album "Stirring to Wake" is in life, even society itself will teach you mind, body, soul,
Yep.
and really it should be soul, mind, body. And so the album's about learning to awaken your soul, to truly realize that you are eternal and that the body is just a vessel. with no religious connotation. I want to say that out loud.
Well, I know. You're
Um,
like me. It's like I gotta, walk that thin line.
I got to make sure because people get that confused, and
I know.
that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
So really, it's also about uh, finding a way to relate to your darkness
Yep.
while also showing you the light we found, and showing you the door we found, and hopefully that can help you find your door or your light. And so
I love that.
that's really the concept behind the album.
Hell yeah. And so, okay, what is the ultimate goal that you guys would like to achieve in 2026 with this album, touring, shows, I mean, and just everything?
The ultimate goal?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Danny or Corey.
I think also for me would be to have some huge success and to go on through with a major band.
What did you say again?
He cut out. I think his connections too.
Oh, is his connection cutting out?
I said, yeah, I said for me, I would wish the album would be a major success and we would open for a major band.
Oh, he's saying, I think what he's saying is, Danny, for some reason your audio's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
But I think what Danny's saying is that he would like to open for a major band
Oh,
in
hell yeah.
2026.
Well, that's the best way to get exposure for your band too. Like I'll tell you, like that's a formula that there's a couple of bands down here in Louisiana they've been following is that when they see a major band come down here that they admire, they're calling the venues and just going, "Hey, do y'all have an opener? Can I open for this band?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I look back, just from me being a music enthusiast, just from growing up, how did I discover like 90% of the bands that I listened to growing up? Well, you'd go to shows and then you'd see the opening acts and then you're like, oh God, who are these guys? And then you'd go check
Right.
out their music, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
because
think that's an
sometimes
ultimate great goal. Yeah.
I mean that's one of the things we haven't got a chance to do yet, and
Yeah.
I do think that we would definitely add value to any show of any
Oh,
headliner.
100%. Yes.
And for us it's really about meeting them and connecting with them and then their fans and getting, really just getting in front. For me this year, I want to play in front of a crowd where when you look out you can't see the end of the crowd.
Yeah.
I want to play in front of a lot of people this coming up year. And I don't want to do it just because there's a lot of people. I want to do it because we have a message and we love our music. And when you have that many people there with you, man, the synergy of that cannot be
Yes.
explained in words.
The
And
energy and
so
the frequency that you can emit, and people don't realize that, and they don't
it's
realize how
so
powerful
powerful.
that is. Yep.
It's super powerful.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
so Corey, what do you go ahead, Danny?
Go ahead, Danny.
Can you hear me?
No, it's
It's
still
cutting out
cutting
real
out.
bad
It's
still.
the connection, I think. Yeah.
No, I'm not sure what it's doing. I used to do
You gonna try going inside?
all
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You
No,
gonna
it's
try
all
going
good
inside,
though. We're
Danny?
about wrapping up anyway. I've just got a couple more things, and so we're looking November this year. New album dropping.
Yes.
January, you're already booked to the nines for shows. Man, it just couldn't get any better, huh? I'm telling
I'm
you.
telling you. Yeah, and you hit it right on the nail on the head about the music video. That's the next step. And so, the truth is when we finished the EP, 2 weeks after we finished the EP, we lost 3 band members. And so I was already talking with Redwood Creative about the video for Reach when
Yeah.
that happened. And so we can't really do a music video on a song where there's only 2 of us left from the recording. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just
So
crazy. Y'all gone through so much with the band members. Wow.
we haven't, and honestly, it was a blessing in disguise because what really happened was and a lot. I think the people that's heard our EP and then they hear the album will
Yeah.
notice this. Is it allowed us to become that psychedelic groove metal that we
Mm-hmm.
really are. The
Yeah.
reason is because Corey does all the rhythm and all the lead on the rhythm guitar now. There's not a second guitar. So for that
Wow.
reason, it really allowed us to become more dynamic. And then when
Yeah.
we added Momo, our bass player, he's really like very Justin Chancellor from Tool inspired. So
Yeah.
almost all of the bass he brings to the table, Silhouette was bass and he brought that song to us.
Oh, wow.
And so all of the bass he brings to really gives us the chance to allow Corey to still play lead while there, and then Danny's unbelievable on the drums. You heard his drum work on the
Oh,
on the
yeah.
record
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
And
Corey,
so
holy crap, you're a beast, dude. You
yeah,
know,
Corey's
Thank you
unreal.
so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Corey's unreal. He makes it possible.
it
wow,
was tough to
absolutely amazing.
it was tough to transition from rhythm, but have not having a guitar player. So I had just had to step up and keep it alive and do all the parts on the guitar. And so far, it's perfect so far, I think.
Wow. Just for
Amazing.
those out there who aren't familiar, Corey is the guitarist for Everfelt. And originally he was just the lead guitarist, but now he's doing everything. And the dude is just phenomenal. So whenever you finish watching this interview, go check out Everfelt's music on all the streaming services. And then you can hear this man's guitar work. It's impressive as hell. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Nicole.
much.
I'm just
That's
being
awesome.
honest, dude. Like, that's one thing. Like, I'm so passionate about music. Like, I got to give props where props are due. You know what
I
I'm
love that. That's amazing.
saying?
That is
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
But I'm just being honest. Well, I'm out of question, guys. But, I just want to say a huge thanks to you guys tonight for joining me. And then everyone out there, Everfelt, they're a progressive groove metal psychedelic band. I can't describe them that accurately to all I can say is listen to them. Check them out. You will
Yeah.
absolutely love them. And there's something different and unique with what they're
Awesome.
doing. But the number one thing that people need to remember out there, there's a message. There is
Yeah.
a strong underlying message. And so in a world where a lot of the music is prefabricated nonsense, I encourage everyone out there to go and check out the music of Everfelt. It's worth it. So
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank
you are
Anybody,
very welcome.
the
I kind of
easiest
messed up
way.
there and kind of stumbled on my words, but
No, you did great. I love your passion for it. You
I'm
remind me
just
of
being
me.
honest, and,
Um,
and with the messages too, it's like everyone's so programmed these days, we've
they
got
are.
to get the bad programming out and get the good stuff in,
Yeah, and music is a great tool for that. I will say to
100% frequency.
I know we're coming to an end here, but I will say if the easiest way to find us is everfelt.net. It's our website. You can go there and find all of our streaming, all of our social media platforms, all in one click from that website. You can even listen to the EP we've already released on the music player. You don't even have to go to Spotify. We're gonna have the album on there too. We want you to hear the music number one. And so we love all of you and thank you, Nicole, for always supporting
you
us,
so
always
much.
being there for us.
100%.
You have been awesome, and we got to come to Louisiana and bring some psychedelic groove metal.
I would love to have you down here, and I would be able to
Oh,
book
yeah.
you with a show easily because Louisiana is all about the metal. So
We got to do it. We got to do
got to
that.
do it. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Appreciate you.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Nicole. Good night.